class just for the showcase at Gamescom. That game is not just limited to these assault rifles, but that's what we have on this build here. So you're going to have the BAL-27, the HBR-A3, and the IMR. A lot of players have been telling me that the IMR just rips faces. So, you know, they're liking the IMR right now a lot, and I expect we're going to see a couple here. I don't think the Frenchmen, you know, are going to shy away from wanting to do really well. Both teams.
Yeah.
On the heavy weapon side, which would typically be your LMGs, you have the EM1, and that's the gun I think a lot of people have seen in the trailers and videos that are out there on the internet already. And that is the weapon that looks basically that's a massive kind of light beam or laser.
Laser beam.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't want to use a laser beam gun, right?
And you don't have to reload it. It can only overheat.
But so it is, as you said, a heavy weapon. So the consequence of that is you're very, very slow. You know, speaking to a lot of guys that have been playing, they said if you try ADSing with that thing, you are literally like crawling. It's so slow. So it affects your mobility a lot. And it's pretty difficult to hit, as we mentioned before. You know, the mobility in the game.
Oh, you have to be able to aim it. You have to be able to carry aim, you know, on somebody who's moving very, very quickly due to the, you know, dashes and boost jumps and so on. So, you know, it's something that we're going to be looking out for. So we'll talk about some more of the other guns, but I think our players are ready right now. So let's just jump into the booth. Here you have HyperGames on the left, Vitality on the right. And Benson, I think we're just going to jump right into the first round. We're just kicking it off right now. This is going to be, I believe it's a team deathmatch.
Yep, it's going to be TDM to kick things off. And we'll have Uplink, I believe, as the second map, and potentially some Hardpoint as the third. There's going to be 3 games that you're going to see. But as you said, the first game is going to be TDM. We're on board with Azox. You can see that on the top right of your screen, part of course, HyperGames. And already, we actually saw at the very, very start, someone already using their EXO ability. They decided they wanted to use their overclock ability, which is, of course, that increased speed off respawn.
Yep, and you can see that in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. You see kind of a little battery charge there. That is your EXO ability. And once you pop it and use it, it's going to take a little bit of time to recharge so that you can use it again. You're also going to see your grenade choice right next to that as well. And then, of course, your ammo and what's filled. So here we go. We're still on board with Azox at the moment. And currently, HyperGames is up by about 5 kills in this TDM. And we're going to see Azox here pushing in. There you go. You see him shooting a frag grenade right there.
And that's key to note as well. Traditional Call of Duty, you throw them. This time, you basically become like Iron Man. You pull out your wrist and you fire it straight from your wrist.
Yep, straight out of the exosuit.
Exactly. Everything really built around that exosuit. We'll actually change over and go over to Dialux now. Dialux is actually using something a little bit interesting there. He's actually running the EMP grenade. This is the first time all day I've seen anyone actually run the EMP. As well as that, he's going to be using the Exo Stim. Stim, of course, increase health.
Yep. So what that does, you know, if you get into the middle of a gunfight and you can pop that, it's a long-range gunfight, you get tagged up a little bit, you take a couple bullets to the chest, but you're not dead yet, you pop that stim, and let's say you maybe put a couple into the other opponent that you're shooting at, you have the advantage now with that stim.
100%. Dialux right now just looking for anybody around. Turns around, picks up one, nicely played. It's worth mentioning those orange cylinders. They are full of acid, so if you do shoot them and there's someone underneath, you're getting yourself a kill. We've seen some pretty comical moments, it's fair to say.
Yeah, so just like we've had car explosions in the past, cars that explode, now you have big barrels of acid that you can shoot at, knock down, and kill enemies with. So it's, we've seen a few people get taken out that way, and it's pretty raw.
Yeah, it's interesting, let's just put it that way. Carnage on your screen now from Vitality. He's just going to be playing a little slow. Trying to find someone, obviously, minimap top left of your screen. The gray arrows represent teammates, and those red dots, they represent the enemy. And as well as that, what you may see, if you do pay attention, is a little red blip. Now, that little red blip is a sign of someone using, you know, an exo, like trying to jump up, etc. So they do have an idea roughly of where that person is going to be.
Yeah, and that's something we should talk about, Benson. Whenever you use a boost or, you know, an exo ability, you have potential to show up on the minimap. There's actually an exo ability called Ping that will allow other players to see you on the map anytime you use that. It looks like we already have, I believe that's is that Guardian that's already out?
It is. I want to see who's actually using that. Hopefully we can get some time. It's Kataga. No surprise here. The French monster already destroying. And this is basically where you become an absolute beast. I would be curious to try and find out exactly what he modified that, because if you modify this, I actually spoke to Brycey earlier on, and Brycey told me if you modify this to its maximum, well, you're in for a treat, because it's very, very difficult to destroy it. Kataga is going to show you firsthand how lethal this can be. He's already killed a lot of people, and he's just, you know, just casually strolling through the map as you expect, just trying to pick up as many kills as possible. As his teammate actually just flew past someone there on his left-hand side, but Mobility, obviously, a bit of a factor, and the enemy are going to try and stay as far away from him as possible. That's for sure right now, Astro.
Well, so actually in this in Advanced Warfare, this is called the Goliath.
The Goliath.
So it's the XS1 Goliath, and obviously a score streak, and it, as you can see, does some pretty heavy damage. So the Goliath just gets taken out, and Gataga's back on the ground, and so now you see Broken on your screen. He's going to get taken down as well. So we're going to stay on board with him.
Obviously, Vitality, a bit of a hefty lead now, I think it's fair to say. Gataga managing to put a 20-point lead in after using that Goliath, and it looked like he was having a lot of fun. Gataga, one of the most well-known French players in the world, is, well, never mind. He just got turned on. That was nasty.
I don't think he expected him to miss that jump right there, but he did. So, yeah, that's something you're going to see. You know, you really have to aim here in Advanced Warfare and see another kill go down. So it looks like HyperGames clawed back in a few right there, but now on the kill feed, you're seeing Vitality just running away a little bit more. So let's talk a little bit about the bottom right corner of the screen again. That's where your score streak is, and you can actually see a score streak meter showing you how close you are in that score streak. So we're on board with Gataga again, and he does have that Goliath equipped, and he's actually almost halfway there to picking it up, but he got taken down. So he's going to have to restart, picking up score towards that Goliath.
Now, I love the fact that Gataga is actually using the Cloak Exo ability here as well. And considering how quickly he got that last Goliath, it wouldn't surprise me maybe if he popped that, tried to sneak around, play to his advantage potentially, but you may see him use it again. There's still plenty of time, 4 minutes 44, but obviously it is team deathmatch. It's kind of how all Call of Duty's been. It's first to 75 points. Unfortunately, Gataga does get shut down a couple of times. He's also using, I believe that's the Semtex.
Yep, that's a Semtex grenade he has equipped there. So I haven't seen him pop one of those off yet, but we'll see if he actually decides to do so. We're actually going to switch back over to Broken for Vitality. He's going to get taken down as well, and he's going to spawn back up. They're very close to winning this one. About 11 more kills left to go. They have a pretty substantial lead here, almost by 20 kills, Benson.
Yep, Broken decided he wants to run the trophy system as his Exo ability, but again, yet to really see him utilize that. He's looking around, see if he can try and find anyone, but those red dots on that minimap show that he's the guy behind him. He turns. Can he pick up the kill? Yes, he can. Nicely done from Broken as he sees his teammate is going to try and work together, and that's something that we mentioned before the game actually started. Hashtag teamwork in this game is going to be so crucial.
Yeah, and you can see right here, Broken's already calling something out to his teammates because he is in a gunfight. Believe it or not, he had to just stay there and lay prone. And now you see Riskin, his teammate, coming up behind, and they are going to try and pick up these kills with teamwork, and they do manage to get that. So 71 kills on the board for Vitality. Only 4 more to go, and they'll close this first map out.
Riskin trying to finish it in style, potentially, as he's looking for just 3 more kills, and Vitality will pick up the victory, make that just 2 now. It's going to be close, surely anytime now. They're just waiting to finish it up. It's just an... I was going to say, I thought he was going to get
Oh, here it comes. Whoever gets this one for Vitality will be on our final kill cam, and there's the GG. Vitality on your screen.
The fist bump's coming.
They're giving a little bit of a...
I'm just saying, Broken said he was going to let the other team win. He said he was going to be a gentleman. There was nothing gentleman-like about that performance. They just straight dominated.
Yeah, they absolutely went at it right there. So the whole Vitality squad happy about that. On the other side, HyperGames talking about what went wrong. But you know what, Benson? We're going to take a quick break. Check out this Advanced Arsenal trailer from Sledgehammer Games.
Call of Duty Advanced Warfare is based off of tremendous research. The team has spent the last 2.5 years